Up. Wait for it. We waiting. Y'all know what it is. It happens sometimes. Any day now. You ready? Pull up. Hey everybody, what's good? What's good, everybody? It's your boy Bugatti NYC, and like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. I hope everybody had a good evening, slept well. I know I did. I got a real long sleep last night. Think my body needed it. I probably went to sleep at about 9 or 10 o'clock. Just woke up this morning. I'm fully vibed. What's that? Revigorated. Got my energy up. I hope everybody here is feeling the same. Just wanted to chime in and make sure everybody's doing good. Y'all know what we got to do. Hold on. Let's wake up those paws. Wake up that face. Wake it up. Get all that going. Come on, let's get those arms together and shake it off. Do, 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 do. What up, y'all? Hope everybody's good. Like I always tell you guys, when you chime in, please let me know where you're chiming in from so that I could keep on doing research and, bringing up to date in the areas that you in since you're here. Why we want to talk about another state when you guys are not even in that state. That's why I always say that. And again, I hope you guys slept well. Let's check in with a couple of people. We already know who's here. We know Mary L is here. How you doing this morning, Mary L? We got Batty Lynn. Good morning from Detroit. We got hello. That's who that's? Guy, what's good? We got a new person in the morning. We got Guy. ¿Qué pasó, Rebecca Latin Bueno. Good morning to everybody. And like I always say, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. We have a fully loaded clip today. I'm talking about fun, especially when we get to the end. That's right, y'all. I made sure I left it all in the end so that y'all could be like, what the hell is going on in here? So if you can't be here for the end of it, I feel for you. I think I love you. So y'all want to really stick around for the full ending of the show today. Get up. That's right. Clap it up. If you guys are here, I hope I'm not waking up your kids in the other room. But hey, you chimed in to the bottom line, so you know what to expect when you get here. And what should you expect? Full clip. We got a loaded clip today, and I can't wait to get started. We got excitement. We got some drama. We got some stuff that I'm gonna get angry about as well. Y'all know we always have stuff like that mixed up in here in some of these places. But why not? It's what we do. It's information. We're not going to beat up the platforms or the messenger because we need to get the information out. I hope you guys are really having a good day, and thank you again for checking in with your boy Bugatti. I'm not going to play around. I'm going to get right into it. So let's get into it. Let's get into the title. What we got going on right here this morning is Trump to Hegseth. Get rid of him. You guys saw when they did the sitting, they were sitting down and they had everybody around the cabinet, Trump sitting there with Hegseth. I don't know if you saw the interview, but you're about to. So that's basically what he's saying to Hegseth. Trump to Hegseth, get rid of him. Who is he talking about? You're about to find out. Then on our subcategories, who do we have? We've got Trump urges, I guess I'm telling on myself. Trump urges Hegseth to fire every general involved with Afghanistan withdrawal. Okay, let's keep on going, y'all. We got the GOP lawmakers who led the impeachment charge against federal judges block Trump agenda. So we got some GOP lawmakers who are leading an impeachment agenda that's charged against federal judges that's blocking Trump's agenda. They feel as if, these GOP members feel as if they have some people that are really trying to block Trump's agenda, and it's not because of what's in the paperwork or the standard of what they're practicing. It's just personal, and these guys are just doing this out of political and not what law is saying. So that's why the GOP lawmakers are ready to impeach many of these judges because they're blocking Trump's agenda. If I could clarify myself. Thank you, guys. Okay, also, we've got Kathy. You see her over there. Kathy Joku Hoku, she says she will fight with everything she has to keep congestive pricing. That's right, y'all. No matter what, she's going to keep on robbing you. She may put up more of these tolls in different places. Federal government put out a letter the other day addressing her and giving her till March the 21st to get rid of these rip-off congestive pricing tolls. She says she's not doing it. Her, along with the head of the MTA, they're really happy right now because as of yesterday, they were able to use $47 million from congestive pricing to do things that they wanted to do in the train station. I still feel like it's a rip-off. And that's just basically fattening their budgets and making sure he still gets his pay. And now we're fitting the bill for the train stations again on top of the highest rate that we pay. We're the highest train station fares in the state. It's in the country at $2.90. So now they're ripping us off on that part as well as the congestive pricing. We got a lot to get into, guys. We already ran it down. You guys already see who we have up here as the major players. We have a few other side stories which are very important. One being Joe Biden, and is his family in trouble? As we know, as former President Joe Biden, he put in a lot of pardons and preemptive pardons. A lot of those pardons are 10 to 11 years old, covering his family. But as of a few months ago, as of actually 2 years, someone's been investigating the entire family. And what's going on now is they're trying to see if in court those pardons will stand up. So we got a lot to cover, you guys. Appreciate you letting me get that out, letting me get on. We got some other stories with Elon Musk. Tom Homan will be speaking today. Of course, like I said, Kathy Joku Hoku will be speaking. So let's get into the first clip, you guys. And what that's going to be is 120 illegal immigrants that have been arrested in an ICE raid in a large housing development in Texas. Tom Homan's going to speak specifically on how this happened and the coordination that they did with the governor. Check this out.
120 people were arrested this week during a massive raid at a large Houston area housing development community known as Colony Ridge, according to U.S. immigration officials. President Donald Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, said the effort was part of a larger operation.
It's a larger criminal investigation into a network, and a lot of the people we're interested in were located in that area.
Homan also said some of the migrants were apprehended at work sites while others were arrested during traffic stops and some had open warrants.
For a fact there were several sexual predators, child predators that were arrested for sexual misconduct with a child. There are several of them. I know there's one that was convicted of either homicide or murder.
Authorities did not release the identities of all 118 people they arrested, though they did highlight some individuals. An ICE spokesperson in Houston said one of those arrested has been deported 3 times and was arrested on a warrant for repeated sexual abuse of a minor from November 2008 to November 2016. ICE also says authorities arrested an MS-13 gang member who had previously been deported in connection with a murder.
Good.
The agency revealed various charges and convictions associated with those who were arrested, including child sexual abuse, homicide, negligent manslaughter, theft, weapons, and drug offenses. Texas Governor Greg Abbott first revealed ICE operations at Colony Ridge Monday in a social media post saying authorities were targeting criminals and illegal immigrants, adding he, quote, worked with Tom Homan on this for months. Immigration rights advocates condemned the raid as a, quote, wave of terror directed at the Colony Ridge communities by the governor. And one resident said the heavy police presence made them and their family fearful. Colony Ridge has been a flashpoint for the immigration debate, drawing criticism from Texas Republicans and conservative activists over accusations of selling land to undocumented immigrants. Critics also say the area is plagued with cartel crime, a claim refuted by local and state police.
Of course,
for more on this story.
Of course, they're going to refute it because it makes them look bad to actually to own something like that. Who wants to say that the cartel is heavy in their neighborhoods? So yeah, they got 120 of them out. In I don't know if you get anybody here from Texas, or if any of you guys know anything about this case. As of yesterday, we heard about 90 of them had gotten arrested. Now it's up to 120. You know, we're going to just keep going, y'all. We're not going to stop. We got a lot in the deck. We're going to keep on moving. Right now, Donald Trump is basically not afraid. I want you to keep on chiming in and let me know what you think about that last story. The next story that we have coming up is Donald Trump is not afraid to snap back at reporters. We had this reporter yesterday who was speaking and asking him a question about being targeted, and people really trying to just target you for whatever. As of a few years ago, you guys know that the DOJ and the president and the former administration had been targeting Donald Trump. So this particular reporter had been talking about what leads up to this. Let me just let you guys see it. It's a lot to talk about. So let me just let you guys see how he basically snapped back at this reporter for trying to talk crap at him. Let me just put it like that. Thank you.
Is former GOP national spokeswoman Elizabeth Pipko. Elizabeth, thank you for joining us on Power Hour. Donald Trump has answered more than 1,000 questions in his first month of his second term. Joe Biden took 141. And just to put that in perspective, Donald Trump took his 164th question by the end of his third day. Now, we know Trump's entertaining, he's certainly direct, and we're seeing him snap right back at reporters. Here he is shutting down a reporter that suggested people might be worried that Trump may be targeting them.
What do you say to people who worry that targeting an individual firm or individuals who aren't Jack Smith?
Excuse me, I've been targeted for 4 years, longer than that. So you don't tell me about targeting. I was the target of corrupt politicians for 4 years, and then 4 years after that. So don't talk to me about targeting.
He's not wrong. If anyone knows what it's like to be targeted, it is Donald Trump. Now, this was after Trump revoked security clearances for former special counsel Jack Smith's attorney and other lawyers at his firm who brought 2 criminal cases against Donald Trump that were dropped after he won last November's election. So, Elizabeth, I like to see the transparency.
Do you guys think that he was targeted? I mean, personally, I do. I think that it was like an avalanche of targeting from very much different areas, whether it was Letitia James, what's that guy named Adam Pratt, the district attorney of New York. We had people in Georgia that's basically not even in government anymore. So I think there is a point here that they do have to speak about when it comes down to targeting. And like to say that to him is kind of course he's going to snap back because he feels that and he can understand it, which is probably why he's helping people out that actually have criminal cases and stuff. You guys see that he just put in a new pardon czar yesterday. So things like that are kind of relative to him. He can relate to when you say certain things like targeting and snapping back at people because he feels that. It's something that actually happened to him. And that's why he went down their throats like that. As far as the Jack Smith situation, from what I see, the case basically frailed to nothing. And I see now why he's focused on the people that basically brought those charges on him. I would too. I don't know about you guys, but if people were just constantly coming back at me and I had the power to investigate them after a while, I'd do it too. Let's make their lives hell.
Transparency, a president that is taking 1,000 questions a month, but will this transparency help him politically in the long run?
It is 2020.
As far as Doge, I would say yes. You can go onto the website and see everything that's going on with transparency. So Doge, as far as being transparent, I would say yes. As far as letting people know everything that's going on, I think he's being pretty good at not telling everything. I saw yesterday where a few reporters were asking things that had to do with war and sensitive issues, and he really wasn't answering that. And he basically told them that's nothing that you tell a reporter and let people know about. Like, you don't say certain things as far as stuff like that. We're going to keep on going, y'all, because now we got some other stuff going on with these Governor Hochul. Yeah, we finally here, y'all. We got Governor Hochul. She says New York will fight to keep the congestive pricing. This I'm kind of peed off about, to be honest with you. I'm not too happy about this right here. It pees me off. And by the time I got to the middle of this story, I kind of clicked away from it because I don't like Governor Hochul. And I really don't like the way that she's ripping us off. I feel like this is theft. And there's nothing that we can really do about it. And at the end of this story, it just lets me know that even though the Fed is saying that they're not gonna back and they're pulling away and telling her to stop by March 21st, they're not gonna take those congestive pricing signs down. They're making too much money. So and she doesn't really feel it. She doesn't care. So I'm really peed off about this story, but I gotta let it run because it's up-to-date information and it's what's going on now. I can't stand this damn lady. I swear to you, I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. I really can't, y'all. I just can't. I'm sorry. I just can't.
It is 6:06. We are now learning that the Trump administration has set a deadline for officials here to turn off congestion pricing cameras.
That's right, but the MTA and the governor are showing a united front to keep congestion pricing running. Let's get right to Good Day's Haley Fixer. She is live on the east side with more details this morning. Haley.
Good morning, Tashani. Robert. Yeah, March 21st. That is the deadline the feds had given New York leaders. But MTA Chairman Jana Lieber says that the cameras will not be turned off unless there is a court order. The consensus at yesterday's MTA board meeting was that they are not giving up.
Governor's sticking up energetically for New Yorkers.
The fight continues to keep congestion pricing.
I'm trying to see how they really think that they're sticking up for New Yorkers by doing this shit. Like, you're not sticking up for New Yorkers by taking money from them. Am I crazy? How are you sticking up for us when you're stealing more money from us? $9 to come from 60th Street. That's like when you guys try to go to Walmart or try to go to the supermarket. You go through the normal street that you go through, but you got to pay $9 to go through there. That's why it's not right. Like, anybody hearing me on this? What the hell is going on?
Letter, the latest in the battle. The executive director of the Federal Highway Administration, very clear, congestion pricing must end by March 21st. It was sent to New York leaders on February 20th, just one day after officials learned the Trump administration was in fact killing the tolling program. But the letter was just made public Wednesday as the MTA held a board meeting.
Orderly cessation was the phrase that came in the letter to us. Orderly cessation. I will propose something in the alternative. Orderly resistance.
Governor Kathy Hochul making a rare appearance.
It is a sign of her commitment to
It's not a rare appearance. She's already been down there 4 times. It's the most that any governor has ever sat in one of those meetings. And no other governor actually sits in those meetings. As you can see, the clown is wearing makeup now. She's trying to make a position here and using the spotlight to try to get more positioning. Only got 1 or 2 more terms left as the governor. We see what you're doing because your party is weak. Hopefully they do let you run because you're not going to get elected.
That's it.
New Yorkers do not back down. It's not in our nature. It's not in our DNA. It's not anything we're capable of doing.
I want to know who the fuck she's speaking for. Excuse my French. Who's she speaking for when she say New Yorkers? She ain't speaking for me. She's not speaking for me. And I don't know if anybody else in New York is for this. Y'all stupid. Straight up and down. I can't believe y'all cool with this. $9 to go through 1 block.
Sign of her commitment to transit.
New Yorkers do not back down. It's not in our nature. It's not in our DNA. It's not anything we're capable of doing. And I had an interesting trip to the White House.
I did
my very best.
Yeah.
The fight's not over.
Yeah.
Hochul detailing how she tried to convince President Donald Trump to keep congestion pricing.
To keep stealing
telling
from
what she
people.
says has been a successful few weeks. The MTA reports traffic is down 10%. People are moving quicker through the congestion zone. Ridership on subways and buses is up. Crashes are down and fewer.
People don't want to be on the train if you got a car. Why are you forcing me to ride some train to be with people and that something possibly could happen? I pay for my gas. It's not fair. I got a motorcycle. I want to ride my bike. I can't even go downtown and come through certain areas. You go down on the highway, you try to get off on anywhere under 60th Street, they get your plates, it's $9. You go back down, you try to come back up. How many times you going to bang us for that $9? That's crazy. And then the train, like I said, is $2.90. So like it's too expensive to even be in this city. All y'all people that live outside of New York and y'all be looking at these commercials and things that people is doing here, don't let that stuff fool you. It's ridiculous living here, and paying rent is even worse. The rent is crazy, food is ridiculous, and now you got to pay $9 to move around, or $2.90 if you want to take the regular train, and you might get, or something like that while you're down there. That's why I'm peed off about this, and I'm so serious about it. That's why why I have a lot to say about this congestive pricing ripoff.
Pedestrians are getting hit. The MTA also says congestion pricing raked in $50 million in its first month.
Because you have no choice but to go through this and pay the money. And now all of the residents down there got to feel this. And then when it comes to the restaurants, they're going to lie and say, oh, more people are coming to the restaurants. More people are riding the train. No, it's not true. A lot of people from the outer boroughs are not coming to New York because now they got to think, do I want to pay that $9 to go out plus on top of what I'm doing? I mean, if they're going out and they want to have a birthday party or something like that, cool. But majority of people are like, I don't want to pay $9 just to go across to New York. And then I got to pay the tolls too. So imagine what you're really paying. You're paying damn near like 20 something dollars before you even get into the city. I mean, combined, when you come across the toll to get into the city, then you got to pay the $9 for the congestion pricing. So you might be paying like $21, like a friend of mine from Staten Island. And then on top of that, now the bill of lading, when a truck comes over, instead of them, if they want to go through to get to New York, they'll go through somewhere like they've been going through and pay that $9. But that $9 is now going to be on the bill, and the company's going to have to pay for that. Somebody got to eat that $9, or they're going to go through the George and come up on the West Side Highway, bringing all that smog to the Bronx and Uptown, and then coming downtown. See, they're not thinking about stuff like that. They just want this money for the train. And another thing, how about once they get the money? Are they going to move the congestion pricing tolls? Hey, we got enough money, now the tolls come down. BS. Nope, they're going to keep the money. Then where is it going? Oh, but nobody want to hear what I'm saying.
The funds on target for what board members say must be raised for capital improvements like new subway cars, the 2nd Avenue line, and accessibility. Hochul says Trump does not understand the needs of the city.
There is a huge disconnect between the reality we know that New Yorkers are facing and the perception of reality out of the White House. I guarantee that the president has never had to endure missing a child's sporting event because they were stuck on a delayed train. He was stuck on a delayed train. I know there's a lot of power in that.
Stuck on a delayed train? How about Mike get stills nabbed on that train? I'm not going to put my kids on the train if I'm going somewhere. Like, the scenarios that you make just don't even make sense. Just don't even make sense. And you don't ride the train. You're not a real New Yorker. You're from upstate. That's like when I go out of town, I go to Texas. Yo, what's up, E? How you doing? Yo, what's up, Bugatti? Yo, what's good, fam? Yo, you know what? I got a friend from New York. I'm like, oh yeah, for real? And I already know what's up. Yo, how you doing, homeboy? Yo, what's good? Yo, where you from? I'm from Rochester. Nigga, you ain't from New York. That's not considered New York. 5 boroughs, homeboy. Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island. That's New York. She don't live in New York and never has. And she's rich. How'd she get rich? Off government.
Office. But I'll put that power up against the power of 6 million pissed off commuters in New York City right there alone.
Now, if you remember,
I could tell you about 15 to 20 million pissed off commuters about not wanting to get stabbed or hurt in the train station, or the lady that was set on fire that you didn't have nothing to say about or help out or nothing. Nobody talks about her anymore, right? Nobody talks about the lady that was set on fire. Nobody talk about all the people getting pushed on the tracks. Nobody talking about how everybody on the train now when you go on the subway, everybody got their back to the wall because they scared to go next to the tracks, next to the subway thing. Before, we used to just be comfortable and moving around. Now everybody shook like this, looking at everybody, scared to death to go down there. But I'm wrong.
Remember, the MTA did just file that lawsuit to try and keep congestion pricing, and officials say they are confident that they will win in court. But again, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens next.
So they're going to win in court. I know already because they've already won every single other case that they had in court. Because basically, I don't know why. I can't even tell you the reason why this thing is passing through, why it's working, and what's going on with it. Of course, you're going to make money when you create a toll because people got to go in that direction. Of course. You're going to make money. So all of this about, yeah, we made money. Look how great it's going. Yeah, because y'all stealing money from the people that's working. Good morning, Marielle. Good morning, everybody. Where we at down here? Your boy is bent. That's right. I'm bent down here. Hassanabi Manufacturing Center. We can't afford homes, no jobs, no health care. Our parents were continuously effed over. The wealth gap seems to increase. The amount of wealth seems to only pile higher at the top. Boom. What else we got? Bill Andy. So congestive pricing was to pay for new trains, cars. I thought it was to keep the traffic down. Hell no, they're using it for the damn trains, and that's why it's illegal. It ain't doing nothing for congestive, the streets, nothing. But you put a toll up there to make people not want to be up there. So now let's say it was 1,000 cars riding through this block. People smart, they're like, you know what, we ain't even doing it no more. So now it's 600 or 500 going through there. And now they still can't make their money because they wanted that money for the 1,000 cars. They was trying to be slick, like they're $9 on each car. No, people say, you know what, we ain't even doing that. So now they're not even making the money on the congestive pricing and still got to go to the Fed to ask for $33 billion more. So that's when they said, nope. And real talk, and you know what? I commend Trump. I commend everybody for being hard about this because I was talking to my politicians. I was throwing it in their face. I got an account on Truth Social. He started putting stuff up. I was talking about congestive pricing out of nowhere. Yeah, people up in Harlem. My comments on shit that had to do with other stuff was, yeah, people up in Harlem really appreciate you trying to help us with congestive pricing because sometimes when you know what I'm saying? You got to slap a person a little bit to make it feel like they're already lost, to make them be like, what you mean I'm trying? I'm gonna shut this down. So I was acting up. I was calling all the Congress people. I got in contact with Palladino. I got in contact with Stewart, all of them. I was just doing the same thing. And it definitely wasn't for me. But when I saw them send this letter in for March 21st to be the last day for congestive pricing, I felt like I did have some responsibility in doing that. And guess what the Joku Hoku said? We're not going to move it. So is that illegal now? Can she be brought up on some sort of charges because the Fed said to get that out of there? I want to know about that part. And we need to be vigilant on that. The Fed said, they said get that up out of there. You need to get this up out of here. And can we bring them up on charges and sue them? How about we sue them where it's like $10,000 for every day past the 21st of March that you're going to have to pay if you don't take that damn thing down. We don't want to hear all that crap about congestive pricing and all of that because the trucks can't get into the city. The restaurants are complaining and people ain't attending downtown and going to theater in different places like that. Stop lying to us. You upstate. You not down here. Stop lying. Rebecca Lanyen said, bueno, she's greedy. She is greedy. Mr. Good Citizen said, we pay federal, state, and local taxes to maintain these things already. Exactly. We always talking about we need money for roads and everything. That's why the Fed said no. And then the money, they got the nerve for it not even to be going to the roads. And then they jerk Jersey. Jersey always gets a reduction or a piece of a toll. She's brand new as the governor, don't know her ass from her elbow, straight up and down. And she's violating, talking about, oh, Jersey's not going to tell us what to do. It's not about them telling you what to do. It's about being civil and about working with states around you the right way. That's already been going on for generations. That's what it's about. That's what I do know about government. Bill Andy, that congestive pricing is only going to go up. From $9, it'll be $12 by the end of the freaking year. Thank you, Bill Andy. Mr. Good Citizen shouldn't have to pay for that either. Bill Andy said, do you have to pay for parking if you get on the train? Mr. Good Citizen taxing us to use our property. Mr. Good Citizen, it's wrong the roads taxpayers to begin with. Come on, man. Double dipping, Jerry, double dipping, that's right. They said it's $9, but what does that add up to for the month? Twice a day. Now here we go. We got it's like that everywhere unless you go to the country. Honestly, word up. I'm out of here, man. I'm out. People talking about staying in New York. Danny Burns. That's right. You do back down because you're a coward. Yeah, whatever. And I'm gonna let that stay up because I got tough skin. Bill Andy said paying more money is a sign of resistance. That's foolishness. That is blind leading the blind. Politics, double talk. Anything against Trump is good. That's just crazy talk. Okay. Tenebrousseau, you don't get to call anyone stupid, Nazi. Okay, what are you talking about? Yo, don't put that up here no more. Don't put that word up here no more or you out of here. Nettie Ball. Defend the Constitution. Marielle, congestive pricing is a ripoff. I don't know. She said congestion pricing. And then Kendra Walker. Yeah. Woo! We're going to keep on going, y'all. We're going to keep on going. We're going to keep on going because we got more. What we got? Black 999 says GA friends. Yeah, we gonna keep on going, y'all. We got more. Because now I'm going to get to this part where these GOP lawmakers are leading the impeachment against these judges that's trying to mess up the agenda. Right now, it seems like no matter what, I told you guys the other day, he could be outside giving out diamonds. Trump could be outside with a bucket like this. Here goes some diamonds. Nope. You gave me a one-pointer. You ain't got nothing bigger than this. No matter what that man do, they ain't going to be satisfied, straight up and down. You already know. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. So now even these crazy judges that's like looking at stuff that's legal that he's supposed to be able to do, they just like, nah, we ain't letting it go because it's politics. We don't want it to happen. A lot of haters out here, just haters. And again, you guys, I'm not perfect with politics. I don't know all of this stuff. Y'all be teaching me stuff too. So don't think that I'm just going to be flying off the cuff. But I want you guys to see what's going on right now because these GOP lawmakers are talking about, impeaching these judges that are blocking the agenda. I want you guys to see this.
We're allowed to disagree.
Yeah. You and Arizona Congressman Eli Crane are drafting articles of impeachment against 2 district judges who've been blocking President Trump's agenda. They include Judge John McConnell, who temporarily blocked Trump from pausing federal grants and loans. Then there's Judge Paul Engelmeyer, who agreed to stop Trump officials from accessing a payment system within the Treasury Department. Where is this going?
Well, I think we're going to have these impeachment articles out very quickly. Eli has his out. Mine will be coming out very soon. But this is an activist. Actually, these are multiple activist judges on the bench that are trying to usurp legitimate Article 2 executive power. Remember, the first line of Article 2 in the Constitution says that executive power shall be vested in a president of the United States. That's President Trump. That means everything that the executive does flows through him as the elected representative, elected by the people as the executive, as the president of the United States. So this judge has no authority whatsoever to tell the president that he cannot exercise his legitimate Article 2 authority, which is why when they show themselves like this, they show that they are biased and therefore they need to be removed from the bench. And that's why these articles of impeachment are so important.
So you think this is all politics, that it's not actually issues with the way you're doing things, but just activist judges against Trump?
Absolutely. And if they want to become politicians, then they should resign and they should go get elected. Yeah. But these judges who are appointed for life, all right, are making these activist decisions to try and take down what the president has a mandate to do. And that is absolutely wrong. So Congress is the only ability then to remove these judges lays with Congress. And the Constitution says we have the power of impeachment and we will use it.
And of course, President Trump will be addressing the Congress on Tuesday night. What are you expecting from the big speech coming Tuesday night, Congressman?
What do y'all guys think about this? I mean, if it's there, I mean, if it's like I said, if there's a smoke, there must be fire. Every time he puts something out, these 2 judges just keep on knocking it back. It's like they're not even looking at what's inside of it. So you're gonna have that. We basically have pushback. But when it comes to something like that, you kind of stand out, and they can tell it looks like something that's bipartisan, and like you have a political reasoning for why you're not letting something go through. Like every time he brings up, nope, not even reading it. You ever have somebody like that? Soon as you try to show them something, as soon as they see it's you, nah, I'm not doing it. So you have to you can't deal with people like that because they're really not being fair. Me, I might get mad at Hochul. I might get mad at something, but I know at the end of the day, I still have to keep on moving, and I still gotta, function, and I still gotta keep on being me. And you still got to be respectful to people, and you still have to have a standard class in the way that you're going to live as a human being. So that's what I mean. You can't just, as soon as you see somebody, just stamp them. That's a form of racism to me. I don't know about what you guys think, but to me, it's kind of like a form of racism. Okay, we're going to keep it going now because we got some corruption coming up. We got the Biden family business dealings. That's a debacle. And Pam Bondi now has that on her table. Pam Bondi has been investigating the Biden family. What's his name? Hunter Biden. I can feel it. Boom, 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 boom. Crack baby. Yeah, crack baby Biden, allegedly. Yeah, she's been investigating him. And we got some information right now on the Biden family, the debacle. And they might actually be going to court soon. There might be charges that's able to be brought up on them. I know they're talking about bringing up state charges because federally they're supposed to be pardoned, but you can still bring up state charges. So check this out. I want to see what y'all want to see what's going on with the Biden family and what they're talking about possible corruption here.
The chair of the House Oversight Committee, Congressman James Conner, joining us this morning. Congressman, you've been investigating the Biden family business dealings for more than 2 years. What are the chances of holding them accountable despite Biden pardoning his family members?
Well, I personally don't think the pardons would hold up in court. I mean, I would hate to be the attorney who would have to argue how a president can legally pardon his entire family preemptively for an 11-year period. I mean, that's not going to fly anywhere. But at the end of the day, the ball is in Pam Bondi's court. Look, we did the investigation. We proved the Biden family took tens of millions of dollars from our adversaries around the world. Joe Biden lied about it. He knew about it. He met with every single person, even though he said he never met with any of them. And then we know, according to the IRS whistleblowers, the Biden family never paid a penny of taxes on that $35 million. So I think there's a pretty strong case for the Trump Department of Justice if they choose to go there.
Do you know whether or not President Trump is on board with pursuing the Biden family?
I have no idea. I think that's a question you'll have to ask him. I support whatever decision Donald Trump makes. The most important thing in our investigation was that the American people learned the truth. They realized that the mainstream media was being dishonest when they were attacking our investigation and defending the Bidens. When Joe Biden pardoned his entire family, that was an admission of guilt.
Yeah, why would you...
When it comes to starting a business...
Why would you pardon somebody if they're not guilty? That's like when a little kid run in a room and tell on himself, I didn't break the glass, it was somebody else. You ever have a little kid run in the room like, I didn't break it, they did it. Like, yeah, you already told on yourself. So come on now, you're preemptively pardoning yourself. I had a problem with it since the first time I heard about it. I've never heard about somebody being pardoned and then coverage for 11 years back. That's like, I did something, but I also want to make sure I'm good for that 11 years back so that they can't get me for that. And then they try to say, yeah, well, you know, once it's Donald Trump's Department of Justice, they're going to weaponize it. Why? Because he weaponized it? What you guys think about this? We doing good work right now. What you guys think about this? Trump angered me when he pardoned Kwame Kilpatrick after we spent millions to prosecute him, but I still want him to do exactly what he is doing. I got to agree with you on a lot of that stuff, and I want to say this to you guys. You can still be for somebody, because I feel the same way. You can still be for somebody and not like everything that they do, and not like, you know, all of their practices and everything, because we may have picked this person because it's the less of whatever, and it's what we have available to us. So it's okay to not like everything that I do, that Trump does, that your boyfriend does, that your baby does. We're human beings. That's why it's okay. And that's why it's okay to say what you feel in these comments, because we're all human beings. That's why I tell Democrats, Independents, and Republicans, say whatever you want to say and don't beat up the messenger, because it's important to get the message out. And then once we get the message out, we figure out if it makes any sense. So that's how you do it. And we got Jim Hall. It feels uncomfortable enforcing the law after 4 years of not having the law followed up by things, but things will get better. Rosalind Chase said, prove it not, haha. How about Biden? I know we're gonna get into that. How about Biden? At Jim Hall, you are just wrong. I don't know what y'all going back at Jim Hall. Cannon Logan, we still love you, bro. Jeremiah said, facts. I have a few gripes with Trump, but overall, I've wanted to see everything he's doing now for decades. That's something that we need to talk about, because I totally understand you guys on not being in agreement with everything. You don't have to love every item on the menu to like the restaurant. There you go, to Tigress. Kenneth Logan said it's okay to be human. There you go. Rebecca Lon Yen Bueno. Biden need to be held accountable. Yes, he does. Do me a favor, you guys. If you appreciate the content, we don't got that many people in here today. We got 187 people in the building. But what we can do is we can get those numbers up to let other people know. We want this show to go up. We want to make sure that those numbers is up. So if everybody here double taps that screen or hit that like button, more people will come and we'll get charged up. Do me a favor, y'all. Get those likes up because we only got 27 likes and we got 100 and something people in the building. I know it's Friday. I know there's not a lot of people here today normally, and I know it's payday, so y'all can go ahead and put some snaps on the petrol too. Go ahead and put some snaps on the petrol. Y'all can buy your boy a coffee. You know what I'm saying? I ain't asking for no bread. I'm just messing with y'all. All I really care about is the likes. So do me a favor. Let's get those likes up so people know what we're doing. And I'm going to keep it going. I'm going to keep it going because we got more to cover. We got something else in the deck right now. Let me see what we got for y'all. Next thing that we got up. Oh, this LA rapper. He got a machine gun tapped up on his forehead right here. Now, meanwhile, I rap. But my face is never a place that I'm going to. Oh, thank you for the $2, y'all. Good looking, Batty Land. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let me keep on going. This is LA rapper. He got a tattoo right here of a machine gun on his forehead. His name is Lefty Gunplay. He got arrested during a traffic stop in Paso with 2 other guys. Watch this. Like, this is the type of face that you know you getting pulled over. If you walking by the police, they gonna stop you. So why do you even do stuff like this to yourself? And it makes me know as an older person now, like, damn, that's how you stand out. He literally had a machine gun on his head, tattoos everywhere. His name is Lefty Gunplay. Check this out, y'all. And he got locked up in LA. LA rapper.
During a traffic stop in East Central El Paso, one of them, Los Angeles rapper Lefty Gunplay. According to El Paso police, this past Sunday, just before 3 p.m., they were patrolling the area near Gateway West.
Like, come on, bro. Franklin Scott Holliday. Like, you see all this stuff on dude's face? I know a lot of rappers do this now. They all do this now. We all do it. Like a lot of rappers like that. But that look like a fist with a middle finger on it or a crown. And then he got like a machine gun on his forehead. So automatically, somebody looking at you in the face, no matter what you say, they're still looking at that machine gun. Like imagine going to a job interview. Hi, how you doing? My name is Franklin Scott Holliday. I'm here for the position. They're gonna be like, yeah, how you doing, Holliday? Yeah, you got that big machine gun right there, AK-47 on your forehead.
That's when they conducted a traffic stop on Buffalo Soldier. 30-year-old Franklin Scott Holliday, also known as Lefty Gunplay, and 40-year-old Rafael Rueda were arrested for not wearing their seatbelts. 46-year-old Renel Cordova, who was driving the vehicle, was arrested after being in possession of cocaine. While at the El Paso County Detention Facility, Lefty Gunplay was found in possession of methamphetamine. He's now facing charges of possession of a controlled substance and having a prohibited substance in a correction facility.
So let me tell you what that means. That means that he still had the D-rugs on him when he got into the jail, and they caught it on him. So they was like, oh, okay. So now we're going to heighten this charge because you have it on you in here. So not only are we going to give you the charge with the D-rugs, we're going to give it to you, but the fact that you had it in a correctional facility. And like I said, of course, imagine him driving, pull over, the police pull him over. As soon as he go like that, oh yeah, we got to check this car. What's this on your forehead, man? I mean, come on. Kenneth Logan says, stick around and find out. What's that? Well, we got Kenneth Logan. Wonder what good stewards of our tax dollars can achieve. I hope it gets better. I do too, y'all. I hope it do. You love the U.S., right? Now I'm ready to leave at some point, y'all. To be honest with you, I'm ready to get out. I'm ready to go. It's kind of boring. I mean, not boring, but it's just too much going on. I love the country, but it's just crazy, with all of this stuff going on with this New York crime, like prices and stuff like that. If anything, I'm definitely planning on leaving the state. Definitely gonna probably leave the state of New York immediately because the bills and like the way that we got stuff going on with our governors and we can't really fight back. It just doesn't make sense. But let's keep it going because right now, did you guys know that Elon Musk can check if they check their emails? All of those, that email that he sent out to all of the federal workers, Elon Musk can basically know if you even checked your email, if you even responded to it. It's a not facial recognition, but a two-part verification system that they have in play now that he added with the bots that he can check and see if I send you an email, I know if you even opened it. So check this out, you guys. I want you to see where they're going with this at. And it makes a lot of sense because let's say, for instance, if you didn't open an email, probably not alive. You probably don't even work at this place anymore. You probably don't even have access to the email address. Or it could be somebody acting like that person is there just to get that funds to go somewhere else. So all of those people are going to automatically get fired for not responding. But I want you guys to see what they're saying about emails being checked and how you can check on it. Check this out.
Maybe Democrats should just take some advice from the raging Cajun.
I like this part.
With no clear leader to voice our opposition and no control in any branch of government, it's time for Democrats to embark on the most daring political maneuver in the history of our party. Roll over and play dead. Former House Speaker K-Mac is here now. All right, K-Mac, what did you accomplish last week?
Last week, very big, because my whole house had to get fixed. I actually did a speech with Rahm Emanuel, and my favorite part of doing the speech with Rahm Emanuel, we had done one before the election, and I told the entire crowd that I was right, he was wrong, because I predicted all the right
And he got
outcomes.
paid well into six figures for the speech, so congratulations.
Nothing of your level.
Not my level. We'll have to see
and I
about
even
that.
know the name of my show.
I don't had Waters World only a few years ago, but
Hey, everybody has a Biden moment.
we
I
didn't
understand.
we
It's
didn't
okay.
doge Waters World, I promise. The advice that they're giving Democrats, play dead. Do you think that's smart?
They want him to do something. When they say play dead, it says get up and do something. They're making all the wrong arguments. But what America has to do, and wake up to this, the whole reason why Elon sent these people an email, when we took the majority and just had the House, we passed a bill that ended COVID and then passed a bill that people had to come back for work. The Democrats in the Senate fought it. President Biden fought it. And you know why? Because all these people weren't working. What Elon is doing that he can see, when we send you an email, you haven't even opened it. I wished we hadn't told the press about this, right?
True.
Just send them an email and say, hey, what do you got going? When you go onto your app, don't you get second authentication? They have to send you a text, they send you a password to get in. These people don't even respond to a simple email, so they're not at work. They're supposed to be working from home. They're not opening their emails. Then do we need them? Because this is taxpayer money.
Watch
this is
this.
hardworking taxpayer
Watch
money.
this example.
What's wrong with having accountability?
So you're
that
saying
should have been the test. They don't have to say they did 5 things. Did you open the email?
All right, so you're saying that if you give like a federal employee 3 days and he doesn't open an email from his boss in 3 days, he's not working. Maybe he's in Mexico.
Well, no, somebody could be out sick. Somebody could be on vacation. I get that. But if you can check, Elon can check now for the last 3 months you haven't opened your email. And think about if you work.
Damn, what about that? He can check for the last 3 months if you open your email. So you ain't been opening no emails. Have you been working? Let me go back because I don't want to miss this part right here that's very severe. I want you guys to hear this other sentence coming up. Watch this.
Elon can check now for the last 3 months you haven't opened your email. And think about if you're working at the Department of Defense. You should be paying attention. I'll bet you, what if you're working on the border? What if you're doing something else? And you're not responding to a constituent. What about all this? People need a permit. People need something in the VA. People need the IRS to answer. If you're not answering it and you're not showing up at work, how do the constituents get the work done?
So that's a good question. How do they get it done, y'all? I'm asking y'all because I don't know. I'm going right down to the bottom. I know y'all saw the clip just like me. Jeffrey Lewis. If I went 2 days just not showing up, not working, I'd be fired. There you go. If I went 2 days just not showing up to work, I'd be fired. Jeffrey said, God forbid 3. Kenny Logan said, Democrats not so much. Well, we got handsome type. They ain't doing Remember this? I told you guys this yesterday. Remember that meme they used to put up? I don't never do shit at work. I don't never do shit at work. They taking a video of Elon's email like, I don't never do shit at work. Real talk, y'all. What else we got up here? We got Chad, 58 billion on with dump coin. Y'all have made him insane, MAGA THX. What else we got? Kenneth Logan. Also, Trump operates in the daylight. Jeffrey Lewis said, bro, 3 days, 38-hour shifts. Jeffrey Lewis said, yes. Kenneth Logan. What else we got? Mr. Good Citizen said 90% of billionaires are Democrats. Mr. Good Citizen also said, Chad, he's worth $8 billion. So keep wrecking Trump. Kenneth Logan said, this crap about it's for his rich billionaire friends. Chad C said, Trump is gonna wreck this thing like he did the Taj Mahal in Atlantic City. I probably got better since then. What else we got in here? What else we got in here? Let's turn it up. Kendra Walker said, I'm hollering. Yes, I remember LMAO. I mean, working from home, they got told what to do through email. So if they're not checking their emails, they're totally ignoring their job. And you guys pay them. That's the whole point right here. We pay these people. So if you're not answering your emails for 3 months, you're not working, but you still get a check every month, and they make like $100 and something thousand a year. So yes, they could be double dipping. How about we go into those people first, fire them, and see what the response is like? I bet you when they start not getting checks, there's gonna be one or two things. They're gonna come back and say, hey, why you fired me? Try to get unemployment if they're alive, or they're not gonna respond. So this is actually a good tactic here. This is actually a good tactic, y'all. Do me a favor, y'all, if y'all appreciate the content and the research, please do me a favor, double tap that. Let's get these likes up to let everybody know that we're here. Let's double tap that so I can keep this going. Do me that favor, y'all. What we got right now? 220 people in the building. We got 48 likes. Let's get those likes up, y'all. Let's get them up to at least about 80. I appreciate y'all. Let's go.
Are people double dipping? Are they working at Arby's and also working for the VA?
I don't know that they're double dipping because I think they get a good paycheck from the federal government and you don't have to show up and you're just sitting at home.
What if they're remote working from another job and remote working from the federal government?
You could. You
could be making 250 grand staying at home.
Yeah, I don't think that's going everywhere. But I'm shocked enough. Who do we have at 200 years old, or who do we have older than America that's getting Social Security? And why didn't the director from before know that? It's either our technology is so old that is showing up, or that's literally happening.
Or somebody getting paid.
And I don't understand where the outcry, why both sides wouldn't just stand up and say, why didn't we know this ahead of time? And why isn't this fixed tomorrow?
All right, if you had one thing to say to Jasmine Crockett, what would it be?
The last woman who said that to Elon was a state rep in California. And you know what happened?
What?
He moved his company to Texas.
Ooh.
Yeah. Keep on playing around. You think he won't take the money up out of there? He's the richest man in America, girl. Richest man in America. Yo, this is crazy. And they actually bragging about, I don't never do shit at work. I don't never do shit at work. Motherfucker be sitting there like this, drinking some stuff. I don't never do shit at work. That was the sentiment throughout the entire COVID. Nah, we not paying no money for people like that, y'all. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, plus they might have 2 jobs. Nah, we gonna have to let them go. If they're not answering the emails for 3 months, if somebody worked for you, anybody in these comments, for 3 months, and they don't answer their email or follow up with you, what you gonna do? Bang! Out of here. Just how we get them out of there on the comments. Bang! Out of here. Marielle said, can't they tell if these people are working 2 jobs by just looking at their tax returns? Before, the government wasn't in sync before. They weren't in sync. Now they are. Ever since the PPE and the PP whatever loan frauds, the governments weren't, they're saying that the administration wasn't working with each other. Now they have a way to find that. But I'm sure they probably have to put somebody in charge of that. What we got here? We got the Martin. I wish I could clean my building from home. Ike said, I wish I could clean my building from home. Ike must do what I do. He might work on them buildings downtown. Kenneth Logan says stolen. How about this, y'all? How about if I'm I'm a politician, right? I'm like, yo, you know what? We're going to shift like 4 of these salaries to you in order to get blah, blah, blah done. That's what they can do. We're going to make some fake people and we're going to shift that amount of money every month to this situation. And that's the way that we're going to pay y'all. It's all sorts of ways. Y'all know what's going on. It's not just people not really being alive. Somebody's probably using those numbers and sending that money to other people that politicians are. Right. Think about that and why they like, hey, leave that alone. Don't mess with that. If you already know you got something going on with something and somebody's messing with it, hey, leave that alone. Get away from there. And then they're like, hey, why you want me to leave it alone? It's going to make me want to look at it even more now. Yeah. So check this out. Right now, Donald Trump is telling Hegseth, you might want to go ahead and get rid of those generals and every single person involved with Afghanistan withdrawal. Because I don't think that, they need to be around anymore. This was so hilarious the way that he did it and the way that they were in the cabinet. I just looked at it like, it was just like, hey, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but this is what you should do. And not only what was cool about it was a reporter asked him, so what are you going to do with all of the generals and everybody that had something to do with Afghanistan? Are you going to fire all of them? Trump's like, yeah, that's a good idea. You should. Watch this.
Have all about Afghanistan and the botched withdrawal. Have all the generals or command staff that were involved with the about Afghanistan and the botched withdrawal. Have all the generals or command staff that were involved with the withdrawal been fired or relieved of duty?
Well, that's a great idea. I'm not going to tell this man what to do, but I will say that if I had his place, I'd fire every single one of them. That's a very good question.
Well, it's a question we've thought a lot about. We're doing a complete review of every single aspect of what happened with the botched withdrawal of Afghanistan and plan to have full accountability. It's one of the first things we announced at the Defense Department for that reason. So certainly General Raisin Kane, who's on his way in, was not a part of that. Instead, was a part of leading the effort against ISIS by untying the hands of warfighters and finishing the job properly and then bringing our troops home. So we're taking a very different view, obviously, than the previous administration, and there will be full accountability.
I don't see big promotions in that group. I think they're going to be largely gone. I know the man on my left. I think they're going to be largely gone. That was a horrible display.
Yeah, so
about Afghanistan.
Y'all already know what that was. Y'all saw the nudge. That's like, because now Pete's going to be thinking like this every time he's in front of them, like, President want them gone. It don't even matter. He wants y'all gone. So I got to get rid of y'all. Y'all got to go. Got to go. Got to leave here. They out of here, y'all. They gone. You already know that they gone. Y'all already know that them people's gone. Not crying, making points, good ones, I think. Tom said Putin really made him think Ukraine was a dictator. Like, what the F? It's T-Bird, new to your channel a few days ago. Good insight to topics and political stance. Keep it up, love. Do me a favor, y'all. Double tap that screen because it's not over. Because now we got Trump with his memo that directs the agencies to start doing what? You're fired. Remember The Apprentice? His main thing was, you're fired. So not only is he telling Hegseth to get rid of those of Afghanistan, they cleaning house everywhere. And they talking about now they got to get rid of all of the federal workers. Watch this, y'all. All of these federal workers are starting to get letters now. Time to go home. Y'all ain't want to answer those emails? Time to go. See ya, and I wouldn't want to be ya.
The Trump administration is setting the stage for a dramatic downsizing of federal workers, ordering agencies to draft plans for these mass layoffs by March 13th. Labor unions are now sounding the alarm, warning hundreds of thousands of staffers that losing their jobs could affect federal services nationwide. News Nation's Tom Dempsey is following the latest from Capitol Hill. Tom, how big of an impact does a memo like this make?
Hey, good morning, Marky. Well, look, this new memo gives federal agencies just 2 weeks from today to develop plans for a, quote, significant reduction in positions. Billionaire Elon Musk, for his part, saying that without decisions like this, the United States could go bankrupt. This new memo, though, came down shortly before President Donald Trump convened his cabinet inside the White House on Wednesday, and it calls on agency heads to work with DOJ teams. For the layoffs, it says agencies should look at positions not typically designated as essential. It also calls for regional field offices to possibly close or be consolidated. It even asks agency heads to consider whether the whole agency or parts of it should be eliminated.
We're cutting down the size of government. We have to. We're bloated. We're sloppy. We have a lot of people that aren't doing their job.
The American Federation of Government Employees very much pushed back against this. This is a union for federal workers, and in a statement, the president of the union said in part, laying off potentially hundreds of thousands of federal workers will mean fewer services at higher costs for the American taxpayer. The union warned that because of these layoffs, it could lead to things like longer wait times at VA hospitals, fewer food inspections, as well as a number of other impacts like less research for health and science. But one thing we will note that these massive layoffs are not, this new memo does not apply to military, law enforcement, as well as the United States Postal Service, Mark.
I think they're trying to trim the fat, and from what they're saying is they're giving the internal administration time to go in and surgically really figure out what departments they should be eliminating, consolidating, and paying attention to. To me, be honest with you, I think that's a good thing. Consolidating, if they have enough time to make this happen and not make it a rush job, it would be something very, very intelligent to do. Because a lot of times you do get a little bit of extra fat. You got a couple of people that's been around that's not really pulling their weight. You may have some departments that are really not necessary because other administrations and other aspects are already covering them. So they might be like kind of like debunking each other, which was kind of like USAID and the State Department. So they did have a few conflicting departments that were probably entangled. I would say that they should really pay attention to who they're letting go, as well as if they can take some people that are very intelligent and put them into other positions so that they're not gone. And then, just beefing up and making us better, because every other country is doing it. Japan is very tech savvy. We've got Dubai and all of these other countries that's really tech savvy and forthcoming. They're very intelligent. So as the United States, if we're trying to stay on the leading edge, I think we should do things that are going to help us get to that, as well as bring in more energy. And AI, we should start to try to lead in AI as well, which is what they're focused on. So anything to refine us and make us a little stronger and to make us better, I think that would be good. But personally, I think that they should take time and pay attention to who they're getting rid of and not just get rid of people. Bill Andy said, Joe, okay, what else we got? We got Joe, you are absolutely correct. If Bill Andy's saying that you're correct, you must be correct, Joe. Tom, what? Okay, here with Tom, you do know what he's going to give a tax cut to the rich to do, right? This is what all of this is about. Joe DiMatteo said something about importing tax cuts for billionaires. You know what you said, LMAO. Kenneth Logan said, Tom, does our dollars belong here or elsewhere? Handsome type, I'm just a 17-year-old union event super. Oh, okay. Guns and Magnolia said the tampons for Tim Walz voters will disagree. Big Dipper 620 said Tom's point was not dumb, just not fully correct. Joe DiMatteo said import tax cuts. Herein lies us. Okay, y'all, we're gonna keep it going because now we got some thieves that we got to get into. I don't really like covering stories like this, but I need you guys to see what's going on. This is kind of crazy right here. This Gwinnett County couple, they allegedly pocketed millions of dollars from their dead mother's pension. I wanted to bring it in like this because this is what could be going on a higher level. If certain politicians know that, let's say 20 or 30 people are gone and they make that certain amount of money, let's shift that money so this person can get it and put it in their pocket. There's ways that government they know how to launder money and to shift funding. That's what they basically do. So I want you to see a way that a Gwinnett County couple, they did it by tricking their mom's union into thinking that she was still alive so that they can keep on accepting her pension. They did all sorts of false signatures and everything to keep this thing going. So I want you guys to check this out. Check it out. And they was like 86 years old.
New at 6, a Gwinnett County couple's accused of stealing more than $1 million from a dead woman's teacher pension. Channel 2 Gwinnett County Bureau Chief Matt Johnson found out the duo denies being part of a multi-state scheme.
Gwinnett County Police have filed serious charges against two Gwinnett County seniors. Arrest warrants allege that the couple knew that a relative was dead, but instead of notifying the proper people, police say they forged documents to make it appear she was still alive so the money would keep coming in.
A Gwinnett County couple is haunted by allegations of ghostwriting. Police say they forged a dead woman's signature to steal over $1 million.
I believe it was over 1.1 million from the teacher's retirement system.
87-year-old Mary Arsenault and 89-year-old Ernest Arsenault allegedly collected Mary's dead mother's pension for years after she passed away in 2010. Gwinnett police say the retired California teacher's pension kept paying, apparently unaware her name and her signature was being forged.
So, why can't this happen in a larger scale? Why can't somebody in the government do it? It's not hard, it's easy. This person just keep on paying it, keep on paying, and then you shift the funds. You guys do me a favor, because we're on a roll right now with the research. Do me a favor and double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up to let everybody know. We're going to keep this video going. I appreciate you guys. Let's double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up to let everybody know. We got about 330 people in the building. Let's try to get those likes up to 80. We got 15 more to do, y'all. 15 more likes to get us up to the 80 that we like. Appreciate you guys. Let's go.
Investigators believe the couple forged the mother's signature on notarized forms for over a decade. The warrant says they also made sure her name and forged signature was mailed to the California State Teachers Retirement System.
I was looking for a Mary Arsenault.
I went by the family's house near Snellville to get their side of the story, but no one opened the door.
Well, they're saying it's about $1 million worth of money that was taken.
Oh, no way.
They were able to determine.
She said, oh, no way. I don't know if y'all noticed, but that was a nice ass house too. That house looked nice. House on the hill, on the side of the hill, y'all. That was a nice house too. Nice paint job and everything.
Teachers Retirement System.
I was looking for a Mary Arsenault.
I went by the family's house near Snellville to get their side of the story, but no one opened the door.
Well, they're saying it's about $1 million worth of money that was taken.
Oh, no way. They were able to determine that the lady died in 2010. Money still kept coming into a bank account, which was then moved to other bank accounts associated with the daughter.
The couple's arrest last week still comes with lingering questions about what may happen to the millions of dollars that's allegedly missing.
That would be potential for the courts or the retirement system to try to work through and figure out.
They both face identity theft of a deceased person, plus theft charges. They remain out on bond while they await for their court dates. In Gwinnett County, Matt Johnson, Channel 2.
What you gonna do to some 86-year-old people? One of the lady looked like she halfway blind, only using one of her eyes. If anything, this might be a crime that they got away with, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. What type of time can they give these two old people? 86 and 80 years old. Come on, y'all. I gotta get to these comments. I want y'all to see. I want you to see the correlation that I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I want y'all to see that $1 trillion will buy you a very nice house. Oh yeah, $1 million a damn sure buy your house. Bill Andy, Tom, who should do it because Biden didn't do it? Well, we got Joe DiMatteo said, no, I'm gonna try to get to some of what we're talking about. An actual American auditor. Guns and Magnolias, Tom Tampons, Fred James. Why she answered at all if she isn't going to answer the door, right? Kenneth Logan said, poor New York and Chicago and me in Denver. Bill Andy said, oh, y'all talking to Tom, a long, long, long overdue disruption. Yeah. Tom said Musk isn't the man to be doing it. Kenneth Logan said drugs, crimes, lawlessness. All right, y'all, we're going to keep it going because I want you guys to see something else that's going on. I ain't even put this in the queue because I just found it. All right, let me ask you guys a question. Is $40 million worth 3 years of your life? I want to see it in the comments. Let everybody try to stay on topic right now. $40 million, 3 years of your life. Tell me, would you go to prison for $40 million for 3 years of your life? Personally, I say no, because you never know what's going to happen when you're in prison. You might not make it out. Y'all, I see two people that say yeah. We got M. Jones said yeah. Fred James said no. Tom said yes. Rebecca Lan Yin said no. Heck no, said Leon. Kendra Walker said hell no. Tom said I would. Tom is a thug. Guns and Magnolia said, yeah, I've been in training. Batty Lynn, 40 million to go to prison. Probably no. Probably what? She said not. Scandalous work. Absolutely not. Okay, so the majority of people are saying no. Think about that if you're ever doing a crime. On the other end, yeah, I might be making this money, but I might go to jail. We have someone here, I'm talking about, she went on her, you might as well say, she went on a copy-paste sort of a situation where she was stealing and lying to people that she had like real Chanel, real Gucci clothes, real Gucci bags, $40 million worth of product that she had in her store. She'd been selling for years to people that thought that all of the product was authentic. When the police came inside, they found screen printers in the back of the store with plain t-shirts and plain hoodies that had been flown in from China. She had been lying to people for years, having them think that the designs were authentic and real. I'm talking about, this is crazy. She got everybody up in Long Island mad as hell at her right now because they all thought that they had on real clothes and it was stuff that she was making in the back of the store. All fake, y'all. Check this out.
Couture, the New York shop owner, now charged with misleading shoppers and netting millions of dollars in the process. That's where we're starting tonight at 6. I'm Natalie Pascarella.
And I'm Chuck Scarborough. Police arrested the Long Island woman who was accused of selling luxury designer clothing for millions of dollars. The problem, investigators say all of it was fake.
Police say 31-year-old Lindsay Castelli sold $40 million in fake designer goods from her shop using almost 24 printing presses. They said that she sold sweatshirts that cost her only $10 for thousands of dollars. Here's News 4's Greg Sergel.
The door at this Plainview shop was locked today. Linny's boutique customer is able to look at but not buy items Nassau police say were not what they appeared to be.
I'll tell you, it's very disappointing being a local shopper to find out that they're selling counterfeit.
That's what store owner Lindsay Castelli is now charged with doing, selling fake designer goods she claimed were the real thing.
Simple $10 sweatshirt, you put the Chanel brand on it, it sells for $5,300.
Nassau's police commissioner says $40 million worth of fake Chanel, Gucci, Prada, and Louis Vuitton items were seized last week. A police raid coming at the end of an 18-month investigation.
You can't put brand labels on clothing and sell them to unsuspecting customers who think they're buying the real thing.
So the trick was, I guess, you know how they do. Let me tell you how they do. She'll go buy the real stuff from the Gucci store to wear it. Right? She'll have all her shit to be official, right? And then they'll come to her store, hey girl, how you doing? What you got this thing? They don't know that the basement, they down there like, oh, we gon' boom, boom, boom. They got them printing presses going down there. Oh my God, this is crazy right here. Over $40 million worth of stuff. I don't know, y'all. I don't think I'd do it. I couldn't get caught up for that amount. For that jail time, it's not worth it to me. I just don't know what could happen while I'm in there, so I'm not with it.
Nassau's DA calls this a sophisticated operation. It used 22 heat presses to attach fake designer labels to cheap made-in-China clothing, with all the work done in the Plainview store's basement.
She was after money. She didn't care who she hurt in the process.
Kendra was a store customer, learning today she may have overpaid for her clothing.
Kendra tight. Kendra's so mad right now. Kendra like, you mean to tell me I thought this had real stuff in her store? And I spent all my money on that. It's not funny, but it's definitely something for us to look out for. Look at the store. It looked like a thrift shop. It don't even look like a type of place where that type of stuff is supposed to be at. It's just like, where would you get all this stuff from? And your store don't even look like the real Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, nothing. Like, come on, y'all. I honestly got to say to you, I think that a lot of those people knew that that stuff was fake and they was okay with it. I think that they was okay with it. The majority of people knew that that stuff was fake, because how many people actually buy Louis Vuitton or Gucci from the real Gucci store and can't tell the difference, or would go to this place and can't tell the difference between what they're used to seeing? Or if they've been to the Gucci store, oh, that's not in the Gucci store. They never made this. This is not the quality. Exactly. They knew what was going on. They just fronting right now.
We visited Lindsay Castelli's Smithtown home, but no one was available for comments.
Of course.
Keep in mind the kind of counterfeiting operation that police say went on here in Plainview can be...
What I noticed, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but they be having some nice-ass homes in Long Island and all these crazy places. The last person house that was on a big hill. Y'all see Lindsay's house? Damn, Lindsay, you was balling. Not on the budget, neither.
May have overpaid for her clothing. We visited Lindsay Castelli's Smithtown home, but no one was available for comments. Keep in mind the kind of counterfeiting operation that police say went on here in Plainview can be big business. Last year alone, U.S. Customs and Border Protection says it seized counterfeit items with a retail value of over $3 billion.
People spend a lot of time and money to develop brands and labels, and they should get what's due to them. For someone else to just knock it off is not right.
Castelli faces at least 1 to 3 years in jail if convicted. She'll appear before a judge next month.
Nope. I just heard something. They said she stands to get 1 to 3. I guarantee you she get 5 years probation. She gonna say, you know what? See if I can get probation. She gonna get 5 years probation and cha-ching, out of there with all that dough. Hey, so I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Might do it. Might wind up doing it, y'all. Go ahead and make me a boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Give me a nice little couple guys that work in there for me. Hey, might as well. She got away with it, right? What y'all think about Lindsay, y'all? What y'all think about it? It did not look like a high-end store at all. You were exactly right. See, I told you. You're exactly right. Why would you go in there and spend that type of money, y'all? Come on. He said, you're exactly right. What Bill, hey, damn fucking thing went on. He said, and none of the people working in the basement snitched on her. That's amazing. They must have been making some bank. That's what Bill said. Sharon Fitness said, my mom died and I returned that money. It approximately made it 2 months. See? Michael, you got standards about you. That's cool. Michael Merritt said, not crime, just the opportunist who's seen the opportunity. Mad Hatter, Grinch. Fred, $3 billion for what? Mary L. Problem is that she was just too greedy. She might have gotten away with it if she kept it low key and the customers had to know when they were shopping. It's a strip mall. Exactly, it's a strip mall. Car care, everybody spend a lot of time and everything. All right, y'all, it ain't over. And what else we got? We got car care, New York criminals. Mad Hatter said, making Fucci for the Gucci status. Jeremiah Meta said, imagine arguing, saying it's legit. Then this story came out. What are you talking about? It's all legit. This stuff is official. This one right here, y'all already know I ain't playing today. I got them lined up. This one right here, this is what I call the maraschino cherry on top. When you got the nice sundae and it's got all the toppings and everything like that, it looks really good. Not until you put those cherries on top with that red syrup. That's when you really know it's about to go down, y'all. Let me see where we at with these likes. We got the 85. I'm good. That y'all already know about that maraschino, right? Once that cherries go on the end and you take that little red and put it on there, it's about to go down. Y'all better get away from me. Don't touch me. Don't come in my vicinity because I'm about to tear this up. This here is the maraschino cherry on top. Could you imagine going through TSA and then they say, hey, you're all good. You're all clear. Well, what's that in your hair? What do you mean? This is my hair. Like, don't you like my weave? Like, my hair looks good, doesn't it? Well, come a little closer. Let me check and see what that is in your hair. Yo, y'all not gonna believe what they found in this man's weave at TSA. That's right, y'all. This here is the maraschino cherry on top. Y'all not gonna believe what they found in this fool's hair. And here we go. Authorities find 19 bags of that good stuff sewn into a man's wig. Check it out, y'all. You're only gonna get it here.
It was a hair-raising find. The National Police in Colombia say they noticed something suspicious when this traveler was scanned through the airport security monitors in Cartagena. The passenger had a ticket bound for Amsterdam in the Netherlands. But first, officials wanted to take a closer look at what was under his hat. At first, it looked like just a head of hair. Upon closer inspection, officials say it was actually a wig. And when they cut away at it, they found something that shocked them even more: drugs. 19 capsules of cocaine weighing about 220 grams were found sewn into the hairpiece. A spot testing of the substance gave a positive result for cocaine. The man was arrested on suspicion of trafficking, manufacturing, and carrying narcotics. The police commander reportedly said so far this year, 450 people have been arrested for trafficking. For Inside Edition Digital,
Yeah. I don't know if you guys noticed how high that hat was sitting on this fool's head. This motherfucker came in there. I ain't got no hat in here, but his hat looked like one of them top hats like they used to wear back in the days, like in London. This fool hair was all the way up here. Yo, homeboy took the hat off like, un momento, por favor, and started cutting away. Yo, when I saw that, I said, yo, I gotta show this to them. This is nuts right here, yo. This is bananas. Yo, cone head. Yo, y'all see his head? Yo, his head looked like it was sitting on top of a rock or something. Michael Murray, yo, I seen this yesterday. Nasty work. He got knocked. He definitely did, right? That's one hell of a party, right? Hiding stuff in their hair like in the movie Casino. Brittany said dumb as fuck. It's actually funny. Dane K said, it must be getting rough out there. Yeah, man. Yo, Car Care said New York City has a lot of snow blowers, man. Mr. Good Citizen said, defund the government. Yes. Bugatti service the cherry. Just dandruff, bro. What you talking about? Mad Hatter. Yo, Mad Hatter, you the perfect person. His name is Mad Hatter. And he just said, it's just dandruff, bro. What the fuck? Yo, Mad Hatter. You know those hats I'm talking about? What they used to wear in the back in the day? Them big ones. Homeboy should have had a better chance wearing one of them joints right there, yo. Real talk. Yo, Brittany's dying laughing right now. Smack the donkey. It's an early machine, dummy. Yo, they rolling. Fred James said, why didn't machine detect his hair? I don't know. Why didn't it? Oh, no, they did. It did detect it. It said everything else looked okay, but there's something going on with his hat. Check that hat out. It told him. That's why he went over there. Some people hide it up their butt. Yo, y'all crazy. Yo, do me a favor, double tap that screen and let people know. Yo, let's double tap and get those likes up. Let's double tap and get those likes up. DJ Mod said, trying to sneak that ooh-wee in the plane. Really? Car Care. Life is fun. Fred James. Kid and Play hairstyle. Yo, homeboy looked like Kid and Play slash, what's the monster? Frankenstein. Yo, he was looking like Frankenstein. Yo, I'm sorry, yo. I'm literally tearing up over here. Because he got them silver bracelets. They said, excuse me, turn around. Have a seat. Watch your head. I'm sorry, watch your head. Now have a seat. He like this now. Looking like an idiot. Going to court. Y'all know the ride of idiocy? Yeah. 20-something bags of that good stuff. Or the good stuff in your weave. But yo, y'all already know. Fantastic show. I can't even hold you. Good Friday. Of course, we're going to be back tomorrow, Saturday. For what? Y'all ready? For the 100th episode of The Bottom Line. Tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow is the 100th episode of The Bottom Line. We've been doing this for 3 months plus. Every day, 6 o'clock in the morning, we've been rocking out, getting to know each other, getting it on. So tomorrow, we're going to have a celebration. We might go for like 2 hours. I might do like 20 clip. Just so you guys know, I'm not even going to tell you, but we're about to do some drama and some trivia. questions about the show. And if you win, you're going to get merch. How many episodes did we have? What is Bugatti's taglines? What does he say? What do you like? Certain things like that. We're going to do a trivia, and certain people that we get the answers from that are correct, we're going to be sending you guys out some merch, swag, t-shirts, and all types of stuff, because we love our crew. We love our people here, even though y'all don't like giving your boy the likes to try. Y'all still got time to like this information before I get up out of here. Try to send it over 100. We really can get that number over 100. But let me keep on talking, because guess what? Not only is tomorrow the 100 episode, there's 2 surveys in the description right now worth up to $450. So if you guys like to make money online, go into the description, check out the survey, see if you guys can make some money off of that. $250 on one survey, the other one is for $200. I don't just ask for things, I also give. Also, to the person that gave that super chat, really appreciate you. I shouted you out earlier, but everything is appreciated over here, guys. Just to let you know, I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning just to make sure that we get these things tight, to get in sync so that we can bring it right to you, so that we're good for 6 o'clock. So the people that do appreciate me, I do appreciate you as well. The clips are available on YouTube, everybody. Some people say, why do you guys go to the bottom line when y'all can watch the clips yourselves? We do it for the community, y'all. We do it for my antics and for the fun and for the thumbnail, and so that we can have somewhere to all have our points said, and we have a place to get our points out. We love coming here. I know I do. I hope that you guys continue to come. Bugatti, another great show in the books. Have a great day, everyone. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. I don't do this for nothing. I'm serious, y'all. I love doing this. If I was to wake up late, it's like 6:15, I would be pissed. The rest of my day would feel like shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'd be like, I don't even care if I be tired later, because the bottom line is very important to me. I really like coming here, and I really appreciate you guys. Tomorrow's the 100 episode. Get up in that description, make some money. Even other descriptions. Every description that's here has some surveys in it. Make some money with me. Do your thing. Come back tomorrow, because we gonna have some fun. We turning up. It's gonna be energetic. And like I always told y'all, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So till tomorrow, the 100th episode, I'll see you guys until then. And how we always do it. Y'all ready?